Hey guys, it's the Chief here. It is Tuesday, January 16th. How are you? Mid-Atlantic, United States. Right there dead in the middle on the East Coast. It's Baltimore, Maryland. We're just north of D.C., your capital of crime. And what we're looking at here is a video from none other than Peach Nag. What you're seeing is, and if you're looking in the middle there, you see the big tube. Well, that's not a tube. It's an actual arm that's coming from the top of the ship, and it goes all the way down and it bends. All right, now it comes out to where you can see it, and on the top right hand side it's holding that gigantic, if you look closer to the top right, that arm is part of the sun assembly, the carousel. It's part of the arm, one of them. The one to the right of it is another arm that's going past the other one. It's all it's doing is turning, okay, and it's going to turn so you can see the sun in a different setting from the horizon, from a different point. This thing is just going to turn exactly the way the sun would move. But this thing, if you look, the carousels, right, are not moving. One of the two are moving. Either the ship is moving and the carousels are moving to the opposite side, if you see what I'm saying. Now, carousels go clockwise. The main carousel goes clockwise. And now it's going backwards. I just changed it. So the main carousel goes clockwise, right? That's why you see these things passing that giant arm. In the middle there is just a ship, and the ship is moving slightly to a different way. All right, so the ship is moving to your right slightly, and these carousels are moving to your left slightly, and they're just attached to a carousel that goes around in a circle. In the middle is that arm and the tubes, and the rest of the climate chaos with the projectors and all, with the sun assembly, all that is all in one spot, comes from a massive pole that comes down from the ship Nibiru above you. And you can see little, if you look to the left, you even see another thing coming out. A little white line coming down there, you see it. So as this thing moves back, you'll just see it move back behind the sun simulator, or that projector, which is so big that it's as big as a city, people. The sun itself is bigger than... the fake sun is bigger than the city itself. Now this, to the left here, is Peach Nag. It's a different video, but this is a carousel. And what happens is this. I'm going to tell you how this works out. Alright, the floor of this Nibiru opens up. These things pop down or they fold back up, one or the other. Alright, so they come down. The carousel comes down itself. But the carousel doesn't fully go out until it goes out, in other words. So it can actually collapse into itself. The actual main carousel holds the pole. The pole itself holds the assemblies and the projectors. Also on that carousel is the main carousel, which holds the weather machines that go around in a clockwise manner, but they turn in a counterclockwise manner, like a carousel, like a horse that you'll be driving on, or a ride at the amusement park. So what you're looking at is a massive structure that's part of the projection and part of the arm system that actually comes down out of the ship, that holds the main carousel in the middle and the sun assembly. The sun assembly is down a little further. The main carousel's at the top. It branches out with cables. Those cables hold aerials. Those aerials can do damage to anything. They can create rain, hail, sleet, storm, wind, anything you need, fire, and they can also batter and use those as mechanisms. So guys, this is Peach Nag, by the way, is a great grandma. I didn't even know it. So guys, have at it. This is a good video. And check out some of this abortion stuff. A literal spark at the moment of inception. There you have it. There's your answer, guys. When is abortion abortion? An abortion is an abortion as soon as it's done. It's an abomination. Okay, so the spark, the soul enters, the sperm enters in. The researchers see a spark now. It's called a zinc spark, a zinc firing spark, and this, they believe, is the soul entering the sperm in the egg. And there you have it. If you want to know when life is conceived, there it is. There's the soul. That's why you shouldn't. That's why abortion at any stage is wrong. Okay, you guys enjoy the video.
Researchers recently discovered an amazing phenomenon in the womb. There is a literal spark at the moment of conception, leaving researchers dumbfounded. Teresa Woodruff, one of the study's senior authors, described the light as, quote, breathtaking. The spark of life indicates the Catholic Church was correct when it stated throughout the centuries that life begins at the moment of conception, with some believing the spark is the moment a soul enters the newly fertilized egg. Researchers believe the discovery can help them during in vitro fertilization, which currently requires the fertilization of several eggs and the use of only one, while the others are destroyed, effectively killing whatever chance those lives may have had. Now, with the spark of life, scientists will have a better idea of which eggs are properly fertilized. The discovery also indicates that one day scientists can fertilize a single egg rather than several. Thank you for watching our exclusive California Network Daily Briefing. Please subscribe to our channel and tell us how much you like our news in the comments below.
In vitro fertilization has become the path to parenthood for many, but success can be elusive as it's difficult to know if the fertilized eggs being used will thrive. Researchers at Northwestern University have made a major breakthrough that could help mitigate disappointing and expensive failures. The team discovered that a spark, described as a zinc firework, occurs at the moment a sperm enzyme renders a human egg active. Based on the size of the biological light show, both the health of an egg and the viability of the embryo can be determined. Eve Feinberg, one of the scientists involved in the study, said, "If we have the ability up front to see what is a good egg and what's not, it will help us know which embryo to transfer, avoid a lot of heartache, and achieve pregnancy much more quickly."
Go